Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a reading for you as I have been meditating for some time on the movement of Venus that has contacted all the outer planets, including Jupiter and Saturn, in Chiron in the first part of the first half of October. So this is tracking for me the way in which we have, in our different ways, been separating ourselves from the past by surrendering to it, by letting go, by allowing it, allowing the feelings, the memories to flow through us as a form of almost purification. It does not mean that the past has been forgotten, has disappeared, is no longer available. It simply is a shift in the way that you're recognizing and acknowledging this elevation of energy, of vibration that you've moved into. And many of you can feel this, Libra, particularly as Venus is your ruling planet. So this may be a sense of incredible newness, lightness, energy, coming out of a period of struggling to understand, to balance your relationships in particular, but all energy exchanges in general. So that you're feeling, for many of you, that the past is no longer a default and automatic in the way that it has been in the past. And what is coming forward as your overall energy, the Eight of Pentacles, is describing the long effort at building and developing yourself as an individual, as spiritually awake and aware, as conscious, in order to create something beautiful, something that expresses who you are, that makes a contribution to the collective. Underneath the deck is the Two of Cups, which is beautiful because it indicates in many ways that your relationships are now present to you in a way as a result of this dramatic healing and shift with the past. These relationships are being consciously built by both or more parties involved. So your connection to in this deeply connected exchange is not only potentially with an individual, but it can be a group of individuals, an organization, a benefactor, a donor, a parent, a child, a friend. This is any, and it can also be with a passion, something that you've been developing. If it's a particular craft, trade, or concrete edifice, product, or service that you are creating, that you're working with each member fully aware of the resources they bring to create this thing together. This already beautiful energy in your present. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is again describing a collaboration. You're working as part of a team. Your focus on something practical and concrete as a result of this collaborative effort. And also your focus and value in excellence. This just does not indicate something that is a cast off or a throw off or a how it came outness. There's something very specific that you are creating, and you're using the best elements, the best materials, the best methods, and as a way of producing something not only excellent, but valued by those who can gain access to it. In the past, we have the Nine of Cups. There is a tremendous amount of satisfaction, personal satisfaction about the way you've worked on your own behalf. That is in identifying what you truly desire and gathering the resources, taking the method to purify your intention to the degree that you're really locating yourself in the energy of collective contribution, improving the world, making something better, improving upon something. And that includes the skills and materials you're using. But this gives you a personal sense of satisfaction and contentment that you've done your best to achieve. You've done your best to identify what is to be achieved. And you have carefully selected your collaborators, your team members, the organizations and materials members that support you. In the future, we have the Strength card. This is matching the number 8 here, and I think the number 8 is important in showing the degree of discipline and the work ethic that you are applying to what you are growing, what you are creating. This 8 is a number of success. It's also a number of diligence, of discipline, of going through each procedural step with as much care as you are able. It means persevering through times when there is no recognition, where resources are scant, where your energy level may be low, but your faith and belief in what you are creating and who you are expressing this contribution is what is pulling you through some very dark times. You never release the responsibility to help others find the strength that you have. So even as you emerge as the strong one, you understand why that is and what your obligation to others who have not located that for themselves, how to show that to them, how to help them identify that thing that they're particularly good at, that thing where they can shine. If this reading is resonating for you, if you are feeling spoken to, please like this video. Please share this with others if you think it would be helpful. And subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is immensely important to the growth of my channel. I always welcome comments. If this is resonating, it would be lovely to know that. And in what way it is doing so. So I always appreciate the ways in which you let me know when something is working or you acknowledge my offering. I'm going to clarify with Benicio del Toro, the actor's tarot card deck that I've had for some years, and I'm using it because Halloween is upcoming. It is a special holiday to me. It is a culturally rich time where we almost universally celebrate harvest time, and we begin to enter into the winter moss, the time of the turning of the light. So I will use an oracle card at the end of this reading from the Seed and Sickle. So from the 9 of Cups in the past, I'm clarifying with the 6 of Wheels, which is the 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Blades, or the 4 of Swords. This is really about how you have really taken your time in developing a process and a way that works for you in order to kind of purify your desire. You have subjected yourself to all of the internal monologue that has excoriated the way that you have felt the need to conform, and release that so that you are clear that the difficult challenges you have faced in the past were all with clear purpose. A sense of gratitude for your ability now to work out all exchanges of energy in a way that is equitable, not just to you, but to all involved, because you are a team player. There's a wonderful song by Shekinah, a South African artist, called Team Player. And I just love it. So, this idea that you are willing to compromise uh, on the basis of what it is you desire. And this is part of the growth of accomplishment, is claiming what you want and understanding that claiming that then enters you into an opportunity to balance that with the needs of others, to compromise as appropriate without a sense of having lost. It also protects you from your natural tendency to overgive. In the present, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands, and what can I get from here? The King of Goblets, which is the King of Cups. Yeah, I do feel like this surrender is a tremendous unburdening. There is a way that you are dropping the sense of overprotectiveness towards others, the sense of shielding others from difficulty. Some of the difficulties that you've undergone has actually begun to, you've let that go. You're surrendering that, understanding that in fact it is your vulnerability. It is your feeling nature. It is your loving nature that actually has given you the courage and the bravery to risk everything for something you are passionate about, something you are deeply connected to. Even the damage or the suffering that you've experienced as a result of the failure of that has been worth it. And you've lived this out in your past. You are continuing to understand this even as you surrender yourself to it. And so you no longer understand your responsibility as one of protection. You don't need to protect your loved ones because the lessons you've been through, largely unprotected, are ones that will benefit them as well, ultimately. A kind of trial by fire. In the future, the Strength card is clarified by the Sun card and the High Priestess. Lovely. So I do believe that we are back to this idea of reflection. The twos are always about the way that our experience reflects upon the way our connections reflect upon our experiences. So this connection is one that you're making sort of as part of your oversoul, your higher self, your better angel that actually has the purview of not only experiences in this life, but quite possibly in other lives. If you're not an advocate of reincarnation, one views additionally other lives as being the lives of your ancestors, those that came before you, those that created the opportunities that you have now. So in understanding this struggle, this bravery, this courageous discipline that feels like a feature of your current moment, this is allowing you to express your full self. The Sun is this liberation of your inner soul, your pure soul, your loving soul, your joyous soul that understands the privilege of being able to partake in an abundant world. I'm going to finish up this reading with a Seed and Sickle card and hope that this has been insightful. So the birch flipped over and it feels like all my cards stuck. I'm not sure if we're in a humidity crisis, although it is very humid here. The rain, it is a rainy day outside, so maybe that's some of it. But I am delighted to read the number 1 card, the birch, of course, relates to the magician card. And this is about creating something that expresses your authentic self, using all the resources and relationships, energies at your disposal to be useful, to share information, to tell your story. The seed reads, this is the beginning, the first act that will set all of your plans into motion. The seed may seem small, but it is full of potential, containing everything it needs to grow into something incredible. Take the time to nurture it and give it the right conditions to flourish. You may already have several seeds growing. Do not be afraid to let this one remain dormant a little longer. It will come to fruition when the time and conditions are right. Lovely. If you enjoy this reading, the content, there's more content here for you to check out. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. And until next time, Libra, namaste.